Hello Leo, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading from the 23rd to the 29th of September 2019 for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I hope you're well, Leo. So as usual, we have 5 cards at the top, all clarified by a separate Rider-Waite tarot deck. We have the past, the present, challenges, advice from tarot and outcome. I've got an angel card and also an energy card this week too, Leo. So let's look at the past position. Now, inevitably, I do put these cards in categories. Some of you will be at different life stages, so sometimes it's the energies that matter. We have the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. The 9 of Swords can be a card where we have negativity bringing self-destructive forces from within. There's an element with this that things are just blown out of proportion. It can be where we're stressed, we're worried, we have the weight of our world on the shoulders in a way, we're just upset. It can interfere with your routine, daily routines as well. So it can be a daily energy that you're feeling in this energy. This is the card of the insomniac, somebody who isn't sleeping well because they're up at night, late at night, worrying, upset, and that type of energy. This is a card where you need to get perspective in order to move on with situations. And some of you may have felt like that because the 9 of Swords is an illusion. It's where our mind can play tricks on us and just keep us feeling down, keep us feeling like something's never going to end. It's a 9. And sometimes with the 9s, it's kind of like it's always darkest before the dawn. And that's the element of this card too. Now, with the 8 of Cups, this is somebody who is taking action. And I think some of you are beginning to allow yourself to move on from situations that may have been quite emotional and very kind of like taxing, going through negative situations. The 8 of Cups is somebody who's moving on, somebody who is choosing to move on, somebody who is channeling their passions and desires, accepting that something was missing in the past, something didn't work for whatever reason. There was a missing cup here, you see? And now they're taking the conscious choice, the conscious decision to move forward. This is a really empowering move. You can see that by the colour red, which is very empowering. It's very confident. It is creative. It is somebody who is abandoning their own old dreams, their old hopes of what they wanted something to be in the past and moving towards a new dream, a new vision. So, powerful message there. And where you didn't get perspective in the past, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is where you're getting perspective, where you're beginning to see the bigger picture, where you're seeing the truth in all its glory in some respects. Queen of Swords is also a balance between the heart and the mind. She will not allow negativity in the mind or negativity in the heart matters or emotions in that respect to cloud her judgment. She maintains balance. There's a message to you now that now you need to have a balanced approach in order to move forward. When you have internal balance in your life, that's when you see things clearly. That's when you allow the truth to empower you and make decisions, even have conversations that you need to have, Leo, in order to move forward. It's the mental energy, the Queen of Swords. She is very fair but very stern in some respects. So there's an element here that you now need to make the choices that you need to make, have the conversations that you need to have in order to move forward. But it's very much seeing the truth, the very truth of the situation that is empowering you now. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles it can be the beginnings of something new, changes in direction, even communication. The pages can be messengers. So communication may be to do with an opportunity that's allowing you to move forward. The Pentacles energy is linked to it can be our careers, our money in some respects, business ventures, that type of thing. This person is planting the seeds knowing that they're going to reap the harvest long term. So it's taking the steps that you need to take right now, Leo, to allow yourself to see the truth of a situation, because when you do, that's when you allow yourself to focus on your own skills, your own practical abilities, to start bringing financial reward into your life, to start bringing material success into your life again. Also to start finding solid ground for some of you. Now, it might well be, this Nine of Swords energy has questioned your self-esteem as well, your self-confidence in some way, how you're viewing yourself at the moment, and how other people are viewing you, and this is very much where you are now focusing on where you want to be in life. You're focusing on your practical skills, your experience, and your worth, and what you deserve. So, powerful energies there. It can very much be an opportunity. There could be some communication or decision that you're making regarding an opportunity that allows you to move on. So, this is your challenge, Leo. We have the Three of Wands and we have the Five of Wands. Fire energy, your challenge is reconnecting to your own fire, I feel, in some respects, to your own spark, to your own element. The Five of Wands can be about petty arguments, nobody really understands, or disagreements, nobody really understands how they started, but they just go round and round and round in spirals, just getting more and more negative. It can be about competition as well, where you're competing with other people, maybe on job opportunities or career progression, or for business, even pitching for business in some respects. The Five of Wands can also be about imbalances, attention seekers, one-upmanship. Where, you find it in corporate situations sometimes, in work situations where people might want their voice heard above other people, that type of energy. It can be very much attention to me. And, there's one-upmanship going on here. So it is an element of rising above situations that are making you feel unsettled, making you feel insecure. This is kind of like base level energy that will just pull you down. And now is your opportunity to turn your back on that and refocus on your own power, your own capabilities, because this person has three wands, and threes are the beginnings of manifestation. When you focus on your own abilities, when you focus on your own power and what you're capable of, channel your creativity, your passions and desires. This person knows that their ships are coming in by taking action, by channeling their own power, even their skills and experience to some extent. There's growth. There's opportunity to thrive here, the very beginnings of it. They can see ships on the horizon. You see their ships are coming in. And this is your challenge, to turn your back on situations that are just distracting you. Sometimes I see this card as interference as well, interference from other people, distracting you from focusing on where you want to be now, Leo. And that is your challenge, to refocus on your path, on where you're going. And that's exactly what you're doing. We have the Hanged Man and we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is advice from angel spirits guides. So the Hanged Man is a Neptunian energy where you're separating out illusion from reality, where, even that kind of like the Nine of Swords energy, you're beginning to see the bigger picture from within. This is somebody who is finding answers from within by aligning to where they need to be. This person puts themselves on the tree of knowledge upside down for a reason, in order to get enlightenment from God, the divine, the universe. And you can see you're being given answers now. Beautiful energy. Sometimes the Hangman can talk about looking at things from a different perspective. Don't do things the way that you've always done them. Break out of that mold. It is a card of looking at things from a fresh perspective, with fresh eyes, and thinking bigger, seeing the bigger picture, looking longer into your future as well. This is a real kind of like long-term visionary card. Because what this person is seeing here, the Ace of Pentacles is very much that first step on the right path to aligning with where you need to go now, Leo. So very much out with the old ways of looking at things and in with new perspectives. Like I said, the Hanged Man is very much a card of aligning. You see, he hangs from this very straight tree of knowledge that's right in the middle of the card for a reason, because it's to get alignment to where their path is, where they need to go, the decisions that they need to make, the steps that they need to take, what they want long term in their life. All of those kind of energies is very much Hanged Man energy, even though he's still. He is jumping leaps and bounds into the future. And there's an element that's certainly in his internal world. So there's an element now that the answers are within. Some of you are looking for inspiration in your external life. It is about going within in order to really find answers to move forward in your external world. And the Ace of Pentacles is the first step in your external world to align with your destiny. This is where you're getting that first step back on track. The Ace of Cups can be a card of solid ground. It's a real solid earthly energy. So stable foundation, solid ground. That's where you're finding answers, Leo. The Ace of Pentacles, very much like the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles holds this, the Ace of Pentacles. It can be an offer or an opportunity, can be linked with business, jobs, promotions, bonuses, winning some business, where you're competing, all of that kind of energy. It can also be where you're beginning to find your self-worth, where you're aligning where your skills and experience will be used to great potential to give you material reward. So beautiful energies. Now, I'm going to move it. I'll use that in a moment. So we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Four of Swords in the top deck. So the Four of Swords is about, again, not dissimilar to the Hanged Man. It is a time of reflection. Some of you may have needed to recover, to get your health, to get, even to take a breather. Sometimes when you see the Four of Swords, it is sometimes engaging with nature or just taking a bit of time out to reconnect with perspective, to reconnect with where you need to be going, what your next step is, and it is your next physical step. The Four of Swords can sometimes be about healing as well, healing from the past, healing, recovering from situations that could have floored you for a period of time. It's a momentary pause, but this is somebody who is allowing themselves to see the truth of a situation in order to move forward as well. So getting perspective in order to take the next steps. It's like a pivotal point where you're kind of like assessing what's gone and now you're moving forward. So powerful message. The Nine of Wands is somebody who is at the 11th hour. They're now allowing fear, doubt, even negativity, even self-sabotage to creep in, to stop them from moving forward. This can sometimes be a card where you're holding back for some reason of bringing a conclusion to a situation that needs to end. The Nine of Wands, this is the wounded warrior. He's been through a battle, and there's an element now that, take time to recover, take time to breathe, but know that you have the power, the skills, and the determination to see something through. And the end is closer than you think. Change is closer than you think. So keep on going. Very much the energy. Now we have in the bottom deck, this is where you might have been questioning things, Leo, where you're finding answers. You're turning a negative into a positive. Like I said, that Four of Swords is that pivotal point between what's gone and getting perspective, and it's immediate perspective on situations. The Nine of Wands is the wish fulfillment card. This is saying that change is closer than you think, that you have the power to bring, very much that energy. You have the power by connecting to who you truly are, your own element, your Wands element, your fire element, to bring your hopes, dreams and wishes to reality. And this is a card of achievement. Each one of these cups has been hard earned by this person. But you see that red hat, they are switched on. very much that Queen of Swords energy. They are switched on, they understand where they're going, they are empowered, they understand the steps that they need to take to bring about their hopes, dreams and wishes to reality. And there's a promise here for you now to do that, Leo. But there's an element, don't hold back. Don't hold back, because this is what is available to you. And again, it is channel your energy. It is a card of focus. I had a similar message for Aries, to be fair. Not the same cards, but certainly this is very much focused energy. When you really employ your practical skills, your know-how, your knowledge, your experience, and channel it, this is when you get the reward. This is when you're on the right step to new beginnings, to worldly success, to material success, also to finding solid ground, building foundations for the future that are not going to shrink beneath you. So there's an element now that you have the power to carve your own path. You see how close this person is carving that star onto their pentacle, Leo. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, I should say, can be where you are employing your practical skills and experience. You've got everything that you need to bring about success into your life. This is somebody who's working hard, but they're working hard at something that they enjoy. So there's something that makes sure that you're aligned to the right opportunity. There might be an opportunity that aligns you to something that you enjoy. For those of you looking on the career front, this is a really positive omen, because there's recognition here where, getting on track, being where you're recognized for the work that you do and being rewarded financially for the work that you do as well, recognized by your peers even as well. This person is not just creating success in their life, they're slowly but surely changing their energy. It's a card of Virgo as well. So they're aligned with where they need to be from within to move forward in their external world as well. And they're bringing real solid foundations, the promise of increasing security to their future and changing their energy for the better. So yeah, beautiful card. Wishes coming true, Leo. Now, yeah, we said before, answered prayers, you're finding answers. Certainly with that Hanged Man energy, you're finding answers. There's an opportunity for some of you. I can certainly see that. You've got 2 Page of Pentacles here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is linked to that card anyway. You're being given an opportunity to move forward. Some of you will find opportunities this week or a few days either side of the reading. Beautiful message. Now, we have 2 cards. The first one is Broken Heart, and the second is Blossoming Abundance. I mean, that's very much 8 of Pentacles energy. This is where you're turning your back on situations that could have hurt you in the past, could be relationships. Sometimes broken hearts can be linked to relationships. It can also be linked to where you could have been deeply hurt in tarot as well. The 3 of Swords can be deep hurt in a situation, but this can certainly link to relationships where you're heartbroken on situations. But this is where you're turning your back on things that might have hurt you from the past. You're allowing the truth to move you on and refocusing on your path. That's what the cards are saying that you should do right now. And if you do, there's blossoming abundance ahead. And there certainly is, because you're being reminded that you have the skills, the knowledge, the experience to bring your hopes, dreams and wishes to reality. So don't hold back. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Leo. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.